Hello everyone, welcome to RSCA. We're here for round 1 at Sebring for the INCA Cup. We have gotten qualifying underway with just under 4 minutes to go. Currently on pole position is T-Jerk with 141.7. It's a bit slower than the practice times we've seen. We've seen a few 140s. The fastest time was a 140.3, I believe, by Mia. But any updates so far in qualifying?
Not really. The usual characters are up at the top, including T-Jerk, Silva, Royal, and Ibuprofen, with a relatively unknown Klesker sitting at 4th with a 142.6. A last-minute change was made to track limits here at Sebring, with the entry to turn 17 being given a restriction that it seems most people have not picked up on yet. As before in practice, there was no corner cut detector there, so people were going all the way out to the wall. But that has been fixed now, and so people are being thrown into madness trying to find the proper time through turn 17.
Yeah, I think that really shows in the times. Only 14 valid laps out of 27 with only 3 minutes left to go in the session. So it's going to take some time for them to get used to it.
Yeah, it is going to be a toss-up towards the back of the grid for who goes where. We've got Geo Magnus without a valid time. I know he's been a heavy hitter in the past. Same with drivers like Zenam, who just don't have anything valid. We've got a couple cars like Chase coming through the pits for assumedly no reason, and others. We've even had a driver, for some reason, driving backwards as at third practice, but oh well.
Just normal INCA Cup stuff.
Wrong way, guys.
It's INCA Cup shenanigans, boys. What can you expect?
Yeah, hopefully that we don't do that in XLMS next week, but I guess you never know.
Yeah, you never know when it comes to... you never know when it comes to RSCA what shenanigans drivers are going to be pulling. Like, I just saw Mackenzie cutting turn 5 by a mile.
Meanwhile, T-Jerk is on a green sector 1 here, 30.5. Seems to be one of the fastest ones so far. Hopefully he can start to improve this lap.
Yeah, Royal, as far as I know, still holds that purple sector 1 with a 1... for sector 1 with a 30.4. T-Jerk looking relatively good, but not perfect in sector 2 with a 36.0. Silva just barely missing out on a new personal best with a 42.1 from a 41.9.
Yeah,
we're now 1 minute 12 on the 1 minute 10 on the clock as people are heading in to start their final laps.
T-Jerk will actually finish this lap with no invalidations, so once he crosses the line, we'll see if he improves on his time. Here comes across the line.
And it's cross, and it's not.
It's not good. Sector 2 is pretty bad.
Yeah. Ibuprofen, though, getting an improvement, jumping Royal and Klez up to 3rd with a 42.2, with a 1 minute 42.205. These are some loose...
Yeah.
These are some loose times here today, gentlemen, but it is looking like it is going to be a feisty fight today here at Sebring.
Yeah, not a lot of drivers really on the limits, at least for qualifying, still trying to find the actual limits of this current track.
Some of them still probably reading from summer vacation. Not the rust.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, the rust ain't fell on a couple of these guys, it's obvious. And we've got Mia, the anomaly that dominated literally everything last season, calling our current 3rd place washed in chat. Because, of course, they are. It's Mia. What do you expect?
Completely understandable.
Understandable. Have a good day, Mia. As we come with finish up, T-Jerk still sitting on pole. Silvachuki, Klez, and Royal all coming across the line, but all invalid, so it's going to be no improvements from them as T-Jerk still sits on pole. Not much changing so far. The big barrier of doom is up as we've got Ibuprofen coming across the line. He's double red. No improvements. Physical crosses the line. What's it for him? He's got no improvements as well. T-Jerk up next. Is he going to push domination? No, he's not. He's triple invalid. Mucus jumping up to 13th from 15th. Flippo Lord crossing. He improves as well, jumping Mucus. RXV, he comes across. What's that? It's 12th for him with another improvement. Sultanium coming across. It's an improvement for him as well, up to 7th. Smeese, what does he do? He doesn't go faster, but he's still sitting in 6th. Chase Oberlin, what does he pull? He's invalid already. He can't improve. James, though, he doesn't either. And we've got cars rolling across the line super slow. Josanko, what can he do? Nothing. He's bottom of the board. As more and more keep coming across, we have not many surprises here, but Ayo Bulky jumps up to 9th from God knows where. Ghost Darky comes up to 13th from also God knows where. As our qualifying here finishes up, Romanchi is going to be our final one across the line. He's double red though, so he's not going to make any improvements today as he rolls into the pit to finish off qualifying here for RSCA INCA Sebring.
With qualifying wrapped up, we have T-Jerk on pole with a 141.7, Sylvia P2 with a 141.9, and Ibuprofen rounding up the top 3 with a 42.2, just squeaking it out from Royal. But we will get the race underway soon enough. But just any surprises after this qualifying session?
Not many. The top 3 are all people that have been known to be fast in the past. In fact, the top 4 even. The first surprise I'm seeing is Klesker. I don't think I've seen him around much, but it looks like he's going to be an interesting candidate for this upcoming season. Same with Smeese, Sultanium, and Ayu, all qualifying in the top 10, beating out a couple of more well-known drivers. Storm, though, it's a relatively good performance, I'd say, for him. We're going to see how this lines up once the cars actually decide what they're going to do.
Yeah, I also want to point out RXV, pretty old name in RSCA, pretty well-known, especially for the lower divisions of XLMS. He's down in 12th, so maybe he could try to climb the field, but it's going to be a tough challenge for him.
Yeah, it is looking like we're going to have some interesting time here.
Yeah. Would you guys fancy a coffee break?
Yeah, I think a coffee break might not be a bad idea.
All right, we will see you all soon enough for the race start. Hello everyone, we are back here for round 1 of the INCA Cup series at Sebring. It'll start in a moment's time, just make sure everything's set up for the race. But top 4 split by about 4 to 5 tenths here, and this should be a pretty interesting race. What do you think, Landon?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a toss-up. We've got a couple of our Pro-Am drivers, like Zenam and Scorch, sitting at the back right now. They're going to have to climb their way up through the Am field before they can fight with Klez and Chase for position. So they've got a bit of ground to make up as we're starting the formation lap here. I believe there's one car without a driver that's going to be removed.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Do all that
qualifying work just not to show up.
Yeah. And then again, they did not set a lap, so not much of a value lost. Either way, as we are now, it was Panos. My viewing system just didn't work. Anyways, as a reminder for this season, we now have a penalty board that will show up next to the ticker, telling you who got a penalty, what their number is, and what the hell they did. So keep an eye out for that, ladies and gentlemen, as we start this.
Where was this when I was racing? I'm sorry, what?
It was added in preparation for Sebring, actually, as we had some issues. As in previous season, we had issues with people not exactly knowing when the hell they got a penalty.
I would have loved to have that back in the day when I was racing. That would have been great.
Yeah, I would have too, but we didn't. Yeah. Luckily, we have that now, though. So
the luxury of technology.
So how it works is when a race official gives a penalty, there'll be a pop-up that shows for about 3 to 5 seconds next to the ticker. That driver will also then have a concurrent notification on the bottom right of their screen telling them that they have a pending penalty. That will remain until a race official clears it, telling them that that penalty's been served. So everyone will now know definitively when they have a penalty. Either way, as we're coming up to the back straight, coming through turns 15 and 16 momentarily, it's just going to be who gets the right jumps and who forgets what their gas pedal is. It's going to be chaos here, but we have a long season of RSCA ahead of us. So let's see how the first race of RSCA season 12 goes ahead. As we're on the back stretch, passing the faux pit lane that is not in use by us. It's
would be pretty
anybody's game here today. Favorites for overall today are based off qualifying results. T-Jerk and Silva, as those two are the only two drivers who've gotten into the 1-minute 41s today validly. Though Ibuprofen did get an invalid 1-minute 41 as we are here to start. Safety car is in. And it's T-Jerk's call as to when we go. He's holding them for a long time as they come to the line. And he's off, and we are starting here at RSCA INCA Season 4 Sebring. As we're off into turn 1, T-Jerk holds the lead with Silva. Silva's looking for a pass here. He's on the outside, looking to the inside now. They're neck and neck. Silva getting ahead through turn 3, 4, and 5. Silva takes the lead from T-Jerk. Ibuprofen up in third with Royal right behind. Klezer closing in on the pros with Smoyce, a Am driver of all, sitting 5th overall here. As we're heading down into turn 6, it is a battle neck and neck between Royal and Ibuprofen, longtime rivals for third in Pro, with Klezer holding a dominant lead over the next in Pro-Am. Same with Smoyce. He's holding a dominant lead over the rest of Am. I have a feeling Klezer might get bumped up to Pro and Smoyce to Pro-Am after this. Either way, it is going to be a toss-up here.
Yeah, Klezer is obviously off to a great start for the season opener, fighting with the Pro drivers, and also Smoyce here, also up at the front. Great start for these two.
Yeah, it is It is a tight fight at the front for the pro guys as usual, but the AM guys are having some good fights, notably Storm and Sultanium fighting towards the front of AM with the clump of chaos that is happening behind the pro guys.
This is a massive train down the back straight with all the amateur drivers. It's going to be a bunch of battling, I think, throughout this entire race.
Yeah. We have, I believe, the FGR Manti car had a bit of its timing system broke, so let me just fix that.
Yeah. An amateur driver leading this race would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, but that's not the case. He's not.
Unfortunate.
It's Ayo.
Yeah. Back up at the front, though. T-Jerk has lost a few positions. He's now back down into third place behind his teammate, Royal. I think he's dropping a few positions now as Sylvia now takes the lead and holds onto it for a bit. It's actually a bit of a battle here for P3 between Royal, T-Jerk, and I believe that is Ibuprofen.
Yeah, it is looking chaos here as I don't know what's going on with the standings board. It seems to have been fixed.
Yeah, it looks good to me. Ibuprofen takes P3 away from T-Jerk. T-Jerk had a good lap 1, but now falling down the field down to P4. It's not looking too bright at this moment, but he's still in the fight for P2.
Yeah, as it looks like one of our officials is having a bit of technical troubles right now that I have to go solve.
Oh boy.
New systems, new issues.
As always, lap 3 finishing up here. Sylvia in the lead for this race so far. Royal still holding on to P2 with Ibuprofen chasing him down. T-Jerk has fallen back out of turn 17. Now Kleziker might be able to catch up to him if T-Jerk just... It seems like T-Jerk just can't get into a rhythm here at Sebring.
Yeah, he was fastest overall, but just because you're fastest over one lap doesn't mean your rhythm exists, and T-Jerk can't find that here. Silver Royal and Ibuprofen have been known for just lap after lap holding their pace. T-Jerk not as much. So it makes sense why they are holding out the front. And Silva coming in with a 141.5 last lap. He is sending it right now, and he knows what he's doing. Same with Royal coming with a 141.7 last lap. Yeah, we've got Silva here pulling a commanding lead.
Yeah, Sylvia doing everything that they need to do to hold on and try to win this race. But Ibuprofen and Royal now side by side here, trying to see if Ibuprofen can take P2 away from Royal. Still side by side going into the S's now. Can Ibuprofen take that position away?
Royal's got a bit of a speed advantage in the year, but let's see how it goes. Ibuprofen slightly better on brakes, but Royal's still ahead. He's gaining. And on exit, how's it going to be? Who's better on exit? It's Royal, I'd say. Yeah, Royal's gaining ever so slightly on exit. Turn 16 for pro.
Yeah, looking a lot better than Ibuprofen. And now they've actually caught up a bit to Sylvia out of the S's. We'll see the gap once they cross the line.
Yeah, Sylvia having to back off after getting 2 sectors of invalids. Yeah, 142 flat for him, whereas Royal just clocked in a 141.5. And a 141.2 for T-Jerk, though invalid. Right now we've got a couple drivers closing in on the CC limit already. AOX, including AOX, Josan, Panos, and AO, all 10 are over on their CCs already. The limit is usually 5 per race here in INCA. So they are not looking too good. I'll say that much.
Can't wait to see the new penalty system and GUI coming into effect this race. Once they hit it, at least.
AOX is going to be the first ever person mentioned on that pretty quick. They're up to 12 already.
Oh, boy.
Kleza surprisingly keeping up almost completely with the pro guys. Though he's a second or two behind T-Jerk, he is still he's the only non-pro driver to have reached 141 now. whereas all the others are still in the 142s or 43s even.
Yeah, this is an impressive opener for Klezaker at
Yeah.
the series. I think he's definitely going to be moved up to pros, isn't he?
Yeah, Klesker might become the 5th pro driver we have here pretty quick. And looking down at AM, we've got Smoyce and Ayo fighting with a horde of pro-am drivers today. Smoyce and Ayo are looking really good down there as they're holding a lead on a group of pro-am. It seems those guys have already found their way past, but yeah. Oh, damn, Panos up to 14 corner cuts. What did you do, Panos?
Oh, wow.
Panos.
Oh.
He is on that limit. He gets one more. He's penalized.
Back up to the front, though. I think Royal has taken the lead from Silva going into the main straight. And now Royal takes the lead, but they're still side by side going into turn 7, the chicanes. I think Silva's just gotten the better run.
Neck and neck, though, into 7. How's it going to be on exit? Royal the better line and the better... No, it's Royal on speed. Royal's got it on speed. Half a car length now as we dive down through 8 and 9 into 10. How's it going to be on brakes? Neither of them using the full track limits. Ibuprofen going a bit wide behind him. Royal backing off slightly. Silva gaining. He's ahead slightly. Royal really clipping that inside. I think he got a CC for that one. But Silva ahead regardless. As Ibuprofen's trying to catch up here. Yeah, Royal invalid last sector. Silva invalid in neither so far.
Yeah, that's Royal going a bit wide there in some of the S's. Now that allows Sylvia to get a better run onto the back straight, and that gives Sylvia back the lead. And Ibuprofen just sitting behind them, waiting to see if there's any mistakes that's going to come from these two drivers with 6.5 minutes left to go in this race.
Oh, and 3 drivers have breached the CC limit already.
Oh, great.
That being James Sarup, Panos, and AOX.
Not great. Not great at all. Royal still holding on to the lead by a few tenths with Ibuprofen now within half a second of Royal. This top 3 battle is getting feisty now in the dying laps of this race with T-Jerk still a few seconds behind.
And we're waiting on the officials to start sending the penalties out through the UI as they're being logged internally. It's just momentary until they're officially announced.
Like, this battle for the front is still going on. Is still raging on between these 3 drivers. That's a car split out in the middle of the track. The number 26. You see the number 26. You find out Philip Lord, DNF from this race. His car is just in the middle of the track.
It's gonna be momentary for the CC pens to be officially announced through our new UI.
Five minutes left in this race. Sylvia still holding on to the lead with Royal chasing down for that pole position. Ibuprofen still in P3 with T-Jerk still back there in P4 after taking pole position this race. Kurz is having still holding on to, sorry, not Kurz, Klez, still holding on to P5 and still within 5 seconds of the top spot.
Philip's going to be serving a penalty.
Are they back in the race?
Never mind. Phillips getting re-entered after a disconnect, I believe.
Oh, okay. Back here in the midfield, Smoyce and Ayu are still holding on to P9 and P10, and it's still in the field of the Pro-Am drivers. I mean, they're trying their best here. This is actually a massive fight for P9 here between 2 amateur drivers and 3 pro-am drivers.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a big fight up front there. That is going to be a fight I believe we're going to be seeing for a while here.
Yeah, back up the front though. Royal has caught up slightly, I think, to Silva, and now with 3.5 minutes left on the clock, not a lot of time left to catch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's going to be a tight one between the top 4 pros, but nobody else is going to be fighting for that lead. I can tell you that right now, for that overall.
Yeah. Ever since lap 2, Silva has had basically a commanding lead in this race, apart from a lap for like a 1-lap battle between them and Royal and Ibuprofen. But yeah, it's just, I mean, Royal's still there holding on for hope to win this race. Actually, Royal now right behind Silva, now down into the chicane, or sorry, the hairpin. Going out now, I think that is a decent run for Royal, but we'll have to see how that plays out throughout the rest of this lap. That is Royal very wide. I think that was. Yeah,
very wide there from Royal. Silva, though, holding that lead barely. Maybe T-Jerk's really falling back. He might get... T-Jerk could get passed by Klesker here. Yeah, Klesker's been gaining on T-Jerk. Yeah, Ibuprofen kind of in no man's land right now for the pro fight, as Royal and Silva are fighting it out for the overall. T-Jerk might get passed by Klesker, though it wouldn't really matter for Klesker because he's still got that 9-second lead on the next in his class.
Yeah, Klez is just chilling there in P5, at least in his class.
Yeah, Klez could do a 1:50 next lap and he'd still win his class easy. As we start our final lap here.
Is that Klez now ahead of T-Jerk?
Yes, they're fighting into turn 1. T-Jerk and Klez are fighting. T-Jerk just barely keeping the lead as they realize that he's under threat now. But he's getting a fight on his hands. He's backed off. Klez, though, he's pushing. He wants that glory of beating a pro driver.
And as of right now, it's happening. He is up into P4.
Yeah, Klez is up into P4 overall as we're on our final lap now. It is. Yeah, this is going to be a fight to the line between the two, I believe. Klez has a real shot here of getting that P4 overall. Yeah, he's pushing it more. He's pushing it. He's
doing everything he can to get ahead.
It doesn't even matter. T-Jerk's getting a post race.
Oh, what?
T-Jerk's past CC limit. So has Ibuprofen.
Oh, so that's them both out of the battle. How many seconds is that penalty?
We're waiting on staff confirmation, but it's somewhere between 5 and 20 seconds, so both of them are getting dropped down.
That's going to be a massive penalty, but around the final corner here, Sylvia, now through turn 17, will win round 1 at Sebring, or at least race 1 here. Royal will take P2, and Ibuprofen will take P3 provisionally.
But after post-race, it is gone.
That will be gone. Klez will take P3 after that with on track at least. I believe that's
Klez will so far Klez will be taking the P3 over all P1 in class. That is a good run for him. And so we're just waiting on some confirmation, and then post-race penalties will be officially handed.
Yeah, Smois and AU also slipped down a bit. They're down to P10 and P12, I believe, respectively.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute, but we're going to be getting a wave of penalties in a sec once we get confirmation on something.
Yeah, who has 30? Panos has 37 cuts.
Yeah, Panos. I'm gonna be honest. Panos is catching a DQ probably for that.
James has James has 34 cuts. AOX has 29 cuts. This insane stuff I've just seen. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, colds are not kind. Try not to catch one.
But that will do it for race 1. Fastest lap was actually Royal with a 141.208.
Yeah, Royal. Well, he had that fastest, but he just couldn't keep it together for a full lap. He just couldn't keep it together for the full race.
Yeah, sadly 6/10 behind the leader, but race 1 ends. Sylvia takes the win. Royal P2. Klez up into P3 after penalties. And we'll have to see who finishes P4 and P5, depending on how big these penalties are.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh shit! Nope. I don't think we got a picture of quali lap times. Oh god.
Did we not? It's on the stream. It's fine.
Yeah, it's on stream. We'll grab it from the stream pod. Give me a. Yeah, I'll go and nab that from the stream pod real quick. No.
All right, we'll take another coffee break, and we will be back for race 2 here at Sebring.
Oh, God. Okay, yep, here comes the board. Oh, bull. Let's see. All right. Time for round 2 of AIDS.
I just realized my headset was muted the entire time. My bad.
Oh, God.
Anyways, welcome back. It's now race 2 at round 1 here in Sebring for the INCA Cup series. Top 10 from race 1 have been reversed, not including penalties. So Scorch, starting from pole position, P2 is Panos, P3 ZNM, P4 Manpiff, P5 Mal, and then P6 we have T-Jerk, P7 Klez, P8 Ibuprofen, P9 Royal, and then P10 Silva. And then the rest, they'll squabble it out.
Yeah, they'll find their way. They'll find their way. You know, it was chaos round 1. It's gonna be chaos round 2. Last race, just to catch you guys back up, both Ibuprofen and Silva, I believe, caught penalties for CC.
It was T-Jerk, not Silva.
Oh yeah. It was T-Jerk and Ibuprofen who caught penalties for going over the CC limit. So while it didn't affect their class position, they got dropped way. They're getting dropped way the hell down in overall. Royal and Silva kept their positions at the top of Pro, and I don't even remember all the chaos that it was for the penalties in Am and Pro Am.
It was too much. I think Panos had like 37 cuts.
Yeah, Panos is trying to set a new INCA record. Trust me, that record is hard to achieve, but Panos might actually go for it if he doesn't get disqualified.
What is the record, actually?
I don't even remember. Someone's probably hit 100 in INCA, let's be real. Honestly, you just have to get lucky with when the officials catch wind and disqualify you. That sets how many you can get. And Drown has already caught the first EC.
Are you kidding me? No way.
Nope. Jozan has 1 CC already. My guy, how do you get... And somebody's hitting up our official Brad in chat. Somebody is trying to hit up Brad in chat. This is a first in RSCA. Fuck. Trying to hit up an official on the formation lap. That is unheard of in RSCA.
It's a first for everything.
But
let's get this race 2 underway, shall we?
Yeah. As we head through turn 17, once again, it's going to be Scorch, followed by Panos, followed by Zenam, Man Lifting, Chase, T-Jerk, Klezer, Ibuprofen, Royal, and then Silva for our top 10. Behind them, we got Smoyce, Mahal, James, AO, Storm, AOX, RXV, Mucus, Martin, Sultanium, and Mickey, followed by more who probably won't even matter as we're off here for race 2 of INCA at Sebring.
Yeah, Scorch off with an immediate start, just no wasting time here, and already with a bit of a lead here. And it's on lap 1.
Yeah, Scorch, he's trying to make the most out of starting first here. I can tell you that much. It ain't gonna last long though, because Zenam is past Panos already. He's looking. He wants that overall for a minute before T-Jerk and the pros catch up to him.
Yeah. Manpiff also catching up to Panos here. They're all trying to squabble for P1 while they can.
Yeah. They know it's only a matter of time before the horde approaches. Yeah, it is. They're sending it fast. Somehow, Ibuprofen is the only pro driver to not breach the 141s yet.
Damn.
This weekend, he's the only pro not to breach the 141s. That is a genuine surprise.
He's just been passed by Royal and Silva now on lap 1.
Yeah. here it seems like for this track, Silva and Royal are the stronger over a race distance of the pros. Though T-Jerk is out in front still with Klezer looking to pass him again. Klezer's gonna make sure that wasn't a one-time event of him beating out a pro. As Scorch crosses the line to have his first ever time leading a lap, as we have a couple of leaderboard issues.
Oh, that is a few leaderboard issues.
That is more than a few, my friend. Either way, as we wait for staff to solve that conundrum, it is still Scorch leading us out, followed by Zenam, Panos, and Man fighting for third overall, followed by Chase, and then T-Jerk in the horde of pros with Klezer pretending to be a pro today.
Yeah, all the pros actually just bunched up into a small bag, essentially.
Yeah, it's an amalgamation of pro right there. Followed by AO and Smois fighting for the AM lead. Remember, AM is the class with the 3,000 Robux on the line.
I'm sorry, what?
It is, for this season, the winner of the AM class gets 3,000 Robux.
I should be racing this. Why am I here?
I don't know. I don't know why you didn't take up that offer. I know why I didn't, because I'm not going to win it.
I should have.
And I've got technical stuff to deal with. I'm probably not even allowed to race in INCA anyways, because I know stuff that people shouldn't.
Just insider information, you know?
It'd be insider trading, basically. Anyways, AO, Smois, and James fighting it out for AM lead, while at the front, the pros slowly encroach on Scorch and Zenam. Slowly but surely, they've
caught it.
The horde is coming. The horde is coming,
Yeah,
Scorch. So mark your day. Scorch,
P5.
mark your days, my boy.
Ibuprofen P6. We got a few minutes until they catch up to the front, so Scorch, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, Scorch, enjoy your lead while you can, my guy. Panos is about to become the next victim of the pros.
Oh, wow. Actually, Scorch is really enjoying it. He has a 141.6. Chase also with a
141.6. Scorch.
Chase with a 141.8 as well. These pro-am drivers are really turning it up now.
Yeah, Scorch and Chase are coming into their own here, honestly. Zenam, not as much, with a 142.9 as his best, but still, his last was a 142 flat invalid.
And he's still
so they're hoping they might be able to beat out the pros here. They might. Then again, it is the pros, so there's a reason that Royal, Silva, and Ivy are in the pro class and Scorch is not. So
yeah, I'm just spectating Chase up in P3, and just behind him, there's a whole gaggle of cars chasing him down.
Yeah, he's getting chased by a mob right now, basically.
Yeah, and it's being led by one of the pro-am drivers, I believe. No, it's not. It's that's Sylvia up, leading this pack.
Yeah. As Panos is stuck in the horde of pros, he's currently leading the penalty championship.
Oh, dear.
He's currently leading the corner cut championship at 8, tied with a couple other, including Robert Kubica. It's just Zenam. And Silva up there, surprisingly, along with Martin, Milkensi, and Phillip. All up there in corner cuts. And it turns out a fellow named James has had his controller bite the dust, so he's done.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Rip. Yeah, rip James's controller, but not much we can do now. We'll see you next round, James.
Yeah, 9 minutes left to go in this race. Chase is being chased down to 4P3 by the pro drivers now.
The chaser being chased for once.
Yeah, Chase.
As Silva and Royal duking it out.
Chase, you got to run this time. Come on.
Oh, as he goes wide and nearly clips the barrier at turn 10 there. Ooh. That was close for him. Yeah, he's pushing his limits here today, and that's going to be another CC for him. Yeah, Chase is not giving a single damn about CCs here. He just wants to not get enveloped by the mob.
He's trying his best.
He's not running for position. He's running for his life right now. Yeah, as Milkensi, Zinam, and Silva all up to 10 already on corner cuts. Sylvia's going to have to back off here if he wants to, if they want to fight for that overall win. And he's got Royal right on the neck, so it's going to be close. As only 3 of the Pro-Am drivers remain at the front right now. With the horde rapidly approaching, and the pro drivers all aside from one within 5/10, and within what is that? That's 5/10 as of crossing the line. Though T-Jerk's falling off. Yeah, T-Jerk's falling off, but the rest of the pros are all bunched up tight. They know the limits around here good. Scorch, Zenam, and Chase, though, they're not as experienced in this stuff, so they're clipping limits more often.
Yeah, T-Jerk running behind Panos and Manpiff. He's just down there languishing in P9. It's not great for him. Mm-hmm. But meanwhile, the top 3 Pro-Am drivers having the time of their lives. Maybe not Chase. He's running.
Yeah, Chase is not having the best time, but oh well.
Yeah, he's actually catching up to the car ahead of him. Is that?
Yeah, that's Zenam in front of him. I believe Zenam is trying to back off right now because Zenam is sitting at 12 corner cuts today.
So 3 cuts to play with in 7 minutes.
He's got 2 cuts to utilize over the next 6 minutes.
And then the third one's the penalty.
Yep, 15's the penalty. So,
not looking good for him.
It is not.
It's now up to 13. He's got 1 cut to play with now.
Yeah, he's probably catching a penalty, at which point he's going to give up all hope because he's going to get passed by Klez in the 97. Either way, as Zenam, hold second. Scorch might actually be getting the overall here today.
Yeah, he's looking very strong right now. I think he's got a 140.9 invalid.
Yeah, Scorch might genuinely clutch up an overall victory here as an AM driver with this gap, as long as he doesn't, I don't know, clip a barrier.
Looking very promising for the Canadian driver. But I think Chase is finally being caught up now. Actually, no.
Yeah, the amalgamation is right behind him.
Minus T-Jerk, sadly.
Yeah, it's still an amalgamation of 3 pros and Klez. Klez in the lead of them, though.
Wow, Klez is leading. Wow. Top 4 dominated by Pro-Am drivers.
Man, Klez is going to want to fight for this because it's going to mean because it's going to be for a podium in class. A win and podium in class and 1 weekend is going to be pretty good for Klez.
He's caught up to Chase now, right behind him on the back straight and going to the main straight.
Hey.
Surely he's going to make the move through Sector 1.
Okay, he's going to be looking for a fight here. As lag ensues as we cross the line. Yeah, and we're continuing here.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go.
Chase pulling a bit of a gap on Klez, though. Yeah, 5 minutes to go. Probably 3 to go. I'd say 3, maybe 4 to go here, boys. Yeah, and Klez has fallen back into the mob. But the mob is approaching.
Chase is about to join that amalgamation.
It's only a matter of time, Chase. Give it up.
He's still battling it. He's still doing his damnedest to stay out of it.
Yeah, he does not want to become part of that, but he knows he knows deep down that he probably is going to end up becoming part of that.
We still got about 2.5 laps. He still has the chance.
Yeah.
Actually, let's see. Last lap, 142.6 from Chase, invalid. Actually, I think the only person with a valid lap was T-Jerk, and in the top 10.
Whoops.
Any penalties? Zenam has a penalty, so that's nothing. Sylvia, one cut away from a penalty. Oh, wait. Sylvia just got the penalty. What? Oh, no. Well, that's one car out of contention now, Sylvia.
Yeah. Sylvia's caught their penalty.
Who's next? Physical and Mickey still on the cusp of a penalty.
Yeah, Pizza, he's 2 away.
Yeah.
2 away from a penalty for Pizza,
Yeah.
so he's going to have to back off. Sylvia, he's going to have to push. Yeah, it's going to be between Sylvia and Ibuprofen for who doesn't get last year.
I think Chase,
Yeah, it's just,
Chase might have
as
caught
the-
up to P2 slightly.
maybe. Yes, the horde slowly encroaches. Let's see, where's Klez standing on penalties? Let's see. Only 8. Yeah, Klez it can push here. Klez, if he wants to, can push to take down Chase.
Gotta use the CCs, you know? Gotta use them. Yeah, all the pro drivers actually backed off of it. This is gonna be a dominating race for the Pro-Am drivers. Unless Royal has something to say about it. He's made the move on Klez, going onto the back straight. Does he have the better run?
Oh, Klez pushed it a bit wider, and he's got the slightly better run. He's got the run on Chase as well. Come Sector 2, we might see a new podium
We're on
for
oh boy.
Pro-Am.
On to our last lap. This is the battle for P3. Chase holding on for dear life with Klez and Royal right behind him. Side by side onto the finish line. I think that's Klez up into P3.
Klez ahead, but Chase not without a fight, pulling ahead through the turn of turn 1 through 2 and into 3. It's 3-way fight here for third overall between Chase, Royal, and Klez. Royal ahead, and then Chase and Klez as the amalgamation has consumed Chase.
Chase, the fight is over. But actually, Zenam in P2 does have the penalty, so this is still a fight for 2 podium positions between this in this amalgamation. All right, drivers with penalties of note, at least with Zenam, Sylvia. I think everyone else is just kind of at the back.
Yeah.
Chase is 1 cut away from a penalty as well. And so is Ibuprofen.
Yeah. Yeah, Scorch on 10, so he's clear for the win. So it's between Klez and Chase here for the P2 of Pro-Am, with Royal looking like he's locked out Pro.
It definitely looks like it, but Scorch here, rounding the final corner once he actually gets to it. There we go, rounding out the final corner here. The Canadian driver will take race 2 and the win here at Sebring.
And
There he
that's
goes across
gonna
the line.
be, and it's gonna be Klez who nabbed second in Pro-Am, with Chase nabbing third after Zenam gets his post race. As we come to the line now, it's going to be, let's see, how's it going to be coming across the line from there on? AO takes the AM win for race 2, followed by Smoyes and Mahalt. Then we've got Malta, James, Storm, RXV, then Philip, Lord, and Mucus. Then Sotinium, Physical Darkness, Hilkensi, and AOX, tying it up for the rear of the field.
And that will do it for race 2 here.
Yeah.
Pro drivers really didn't catch up as quickly as we thought they would.
Yeah. It shows, I guess, Scorch found his pace.
Yeah, it's a good time to find it too. 141.6, the fastest time from Scorch.
Yeah.
Klez there, second fastest with a 141.5. So
And people are already jumping out of their car.
That's brilliant. 6 drivers found their ways into the 141s. 2 or 3 of them, I think, were Pro-Am drivers. Yeah, Klez, Scorch, and Chase. Ibuprofen sadly couldn't find his way into the 141s.
Yeah, it looks like the Tachyon, Blue Force, Hyperdrive, and Blackline entries all messed up because they jumped out their car and then got back in.
Amazing job from them. Amazing.
Well, that's going to be it here for the season 4 opener of, or is it season 5 now? I think we're on season 5 now of
The
INCA.
title is season 4, I believe, still.
I don't know. I thought last season was season 4. For whatever season it is now of INCA at Sebring.
Yeah, next race for INCA will be in 2 weeks' time, correct? Or is that...
Yep. No, not 2 weeks' time because we have another break ahead between now and main season. Between then, the full calendar will be released. Until then, INCA Cup will be going back on break.
Oh, that's great.
So time for the rust to build back on up. Woo.
All right, I believe full race finishing positions will be set onto our Instagram at RSCA_racing. I've been told to plug that in, so there you go. And of course, join the Discord to see any more news about RSCA. I think tomorrow is going to be ISCC at Sebring as well.
Yep, come back tomorrow for ISCC Sebring. More chaos and shenanigans, this time with 3 classes instead of 1. In terms of cars. We saw 3 classes here. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Anyways.
You know what I mean.
We've been your commentators, Nathan and Landon. We'll see you all whenever, I guess.
Goodbye, and try not to kill yourselves in the